Yes, people, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Matchday Shows or Shows, either or. And yeah, we got a lot to talk about. Do you know what I'm saying? We have a lot to talk about. Obviously, Manchester United, first game weekend in the Premier League against Hull, newly promoted side, and we got absolutely slapped. I've held to hell my licks on many single panels this weekend. Do you get what I'm saying? It's been peak. But I want to break it all down, innit? I want to break it all down properly. Do you know what I'm saying? Without the rivals and a bit of therapy. Do you know what I'm saying? With the man them. I see Justin in here from early. Big up to yourself, man. I hope you're well. I hope you're blessed. I hope you've had a good day. Hope family's all good. Big up A1, my killie, always. Do you know what I'm saying? I need to make sure I make you a moderator. So after this, leave a comment in it, and I'll make you a moderator. And big up Hayes. Do you know what I'm saying? Big up for the noties this time. Yeah, man. I'm trying, bro. I'm trying to be way more consistent with all of that in it because how I am as a person. I'm very lackadaisical and lele in it, and on YouTube you can't be like that. So I'm trying to communicate more with you guys, and yeah, it should be a good show because I feel like when you guys watch me, I'm always talking about Manchester United, innit? Obviously, that's going to be the forefront of the stream. We're going to be talking about the whole game. Baleba, that's been all secured now. I'm a believer. Are you guys a believer? Do you know what I'm saying? And yeah, we'll talk about the rest of the game week because Arsenal done their thing, Chelsea done their thing, Newcastle and Liverpool got a bit lucky. If I'm honest with you, I think Liverpool should have lost that game, and obviously Man City won in the dying acres. So it's just a long day in it because when Man United lose, you know, from especially when you ain't got 7 days to play your next game, you know it's always going to be a long day in it. But it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Justin Feyenoord hope to sign Chiba on loan. Mad thing, that is crazy. He needs to go on loan though, definitely. There's not a place for him at the moment. He's miles off it in terms of men's football as of now. Do you know what I'm saying? Make sure you subscribe to Motion with Sports. This is my second channel. I run this with Hans. Do you know what I'm saying? That's my guy in the real life. And we run panels over there. We're doing loads of different videos. We just dropped our Rival Brothers podcast as well. So that's me and Hans where we talk about Manchester United and Chelsea, everything latest for that. So yeah, go check over Motion with Sports. That's my second channel. And go support me and Hans in it. Carlos Baleba is Man United's number 20. Yep. We're going to talk about that to begin with. And Cheeto needs a good loan. Van Persie's their manager. That's a very good point. If he could learn off any striker, then learn off Van Persie, bro. That's probably the best striker you can learn from. And I feel like Van Persie's a bit more in touch with the youth because he's a younger manager, not from a old school era. Do you get what I'm saying? So I think that would probably be a good loan from him. Maybe he can get some minutes over there. And it's also a good league for him to develop. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah. But just quickly, yeah, I'm going to talk about Baleba first. And if I don't get to your comments whilst I'm talking about Baleba straight away, it's because I'm going to clip this for a video, innit? So let's talk about Carlos Baleba. Obviously, he's been announced today by Manchester United. And I'm a believer in it. I always have been. If you go back to my most watched video on this channel, it's actually about Carlos Baleba. Do you get what I'm saying? And that was last season. So I manifested this for a long time. And I feel like the fan base did because when the links originally came out in the last season, it was pretty much all fan fiction. Do you know what I'm saying? And then we had the Ornstein bomber and that was that. The thing is, last season, I remember the reaction in the fan base. Everyone pretty much wanted Carlos Baleba. Now, this season, obviously, he didn't have the best season last season under a new manager and a new system. It's kind of changed now. Do you know what I'm saying? Some people are really excited. Some people still have their reservations. But hopefully, after I've spoken about him, those reservations are gone. And you're actually going to believe that, listen, this is something that we've been needing for a long time. Do you know what I mean? Going back to even Hull, going back to since Sir Alex Ferguson's left, I feel like we've always been ran through the midfield and we've lacked physical specimens in there. Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like with the Premier League, having someone that can get up and down, do you know what I'm saying? A bit of height as well, left-footed. Like, this is something that we've needed for so long, and it's gonna alleviate a lot of problems that we currently are struggling with. And not only that, he complements every single midfielder that we have in our books. So when you talk about Yuri Tielemans, he complements Yuri Tielemans, he complements Santos, and he also complements Kobbie Mainoo, just because he's not like any profile we have in this squad. Do you get what I'm saying? So listen, let's see what Manchester United have said about it. I think there's a little interview regarding Carlos Baleba. So let's just quickly go on their site and see what they've had to say regarding Baleba. Accept all. Let's read this. So yeah, I'm just gonna share my screen with you real quick. Bear with me, chat. Bear with me. Share screen. Here we go. Add to stage. Perfecto. There we go. All right. So no one's trying to shop for the kit, bro. I don't want that kit. Not now. All right, cool. So Manchester United is pleased to confirm that Carlos Baleba has joined the club subject to registration. The Cameroon international has signed a contract until June 2031 with the option to extend for a further year. At the age of 22, Baleba has already established himself as one of the most talented midfielders in the Premier League during the 24-25 season. His combined number of tackles and interceptions ranked the highest amongst the sixth highest, among midfielders in the league, while he also ranked the fourth highest in progressive ball carries per 90 minutes. That's very interesting because we are currently lacking ball carriers. Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like sometimes we just need people in there just to alleviate some pressure, win us some fouls. And I think Carlos Baleba can do that. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think that's one of probably his strongest point of signing him is his ball carrying ability and his ability to win tackles, win duels, and get interceptions. Do you know what I'm saying? Something we've been needed in this midfield for so long. Last season, Baleba played 31 games in the Premier League, ranking in the top 8% of players combined for tackles and interceptions. Apparently, he had a bad season, though, guys. You know what I'm saying? As well as the top 1% for second balls won. And that's so important. I always say the second balls won, is because if you watch that whole game, every single first ball, every single second ball, whole won that. Baleba needs to be there. Do you know, that's just that Hoover, that's just that Henry, that's just going to clean up everything. That's what I'm expecting from Baleba. Helping Brighton and Albion to qualify for the UEFA Conference League. And then there you go, you see the pictures, innit? Baleba has said, it's an incredible feeling to join the club of my dreams. Playing at Old Trafford is always special, but the opportunity to do so at Manchester United will be a real honour. I cannot wait to work with Michael Carrick. His experience and knowledge of the game make him perfect coach to help me reach the highest level. The ambition of everyone at the club is extremely clear. The future is hugely exciting, and I'm determined to play my part and deliver success that we are capable of together. Jason Wilcox has said, Carlos is an elite midfielder with immense potential to develop further. He brings a unique combination of qualities that will really complement our squad. We are delighted to strengthen our midfield with additions of another established senior international with a proven track record of performing in the Premier League. So there you have it. That's all on Carlos Baleba, Again, for me, I think this is going to be a crazy signing. Do you get what I'm saying? The fact that Carlos Baleba is a physical specimen, he's tall, he's left-footed. We don't have a left-footed midfielder currently, and I just believe with his ball-carrying ability, his abilities to play 6 and 8, and that's interesting because I'm going to do a quick setup where we think we're going to play. Ball-carrying ability, his versatility in midfield, the athlete aspect. Do you know what I'm saying? This guy can run up and down all day, bro. All day. And with quality. I think he's got a good long pass as well, if I'm honest with you. And I just think he's going to bridge those gaps that we currently see in midfield. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's the biggest thing for me. We've been needing a profile like this to come in and complement. You see what Sangare is doing already for Brentford. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think with Mainoo, Tielemans, and obviously Santos, these guys are great ball players, good technicians, but they do lack the physical aspect. I say Kobbie Mainoo is really physical, if I'm honest with you. But the rest of them, do you know what I'm saying? It's left to be desired. Let me just get through some of the comments. Liam Delap is free. Shout out Nottingham. I'm waiting for the Ornstein bomber for Lewis Hall. A1, I think we're going to be waiting till next year, my bro, if I'm honest with you. I think there's Balde is probably the one that's going to be coming in. Do you know what I'm saying? Bro, we ain't getting Hall, not this year, maybe next summer. Exactly. We made 50 mil profit on the lap. Shout out Chelsea, man. Honestly, you man are... The way you man buy players and flip them for more is crazy, isn't it? Like, I can't even get onto the module. Do you know what I mean? And I think you're even getting 65 million for Jackson. Do you know what I'm saying? But big up yourself, man. Chelsea supporter locked in to the stream. Just seen Baleba, farewell to Brighton. He's just a good guy, man. Now he gets to fulfill his dream. Happy for him. Exactly. That's what it is, bro. I'm actually happy for him. Do you know what I'm saying? FPL, people are too quick to write off Baleba after injury-plagued season. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. A profile like that was worth £100 million, yeah? All of a sudden, the next season can't be a bad player. The fact is, world-class players have bad seasons, but people want to rule out a 22-year-old to fit their agendas. It don't make sense. I think the deal of £70 million as well makes a lot of sense for me. Do you know what I'm saying? 5-year contract. I can't complain. I'm really happy with this one because, again, I just feel like he complements the midfield so well, and he has the qualities he has and the profile he has. We just don't have that type of profile in the squad. We don't have someone that can play with every single midfielder. Do you know what I'm saying? And Baleba can do that, personally. Bro, Sangare pisses me off. In a season that we will act like it was a surprise. I have wanted him from the start, the best midfield in France. Yeah, do you know what? I was saying in the group chat, yeah, just for like profile sakes, I think Santos is a great player, yeah, but would it have made sense to have Tielemans, Kobe, and then Sangare and Baleba? Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I just feel like we probably missed a beat with Sangare, and he's going to go to another Premier League team in about 2 years, maybe a year. Do you know what I'm saying? We know how this goes. So, yeah, I think big clubs definitely fumbled him, not getting him early on, if I'm honest with you. Liam Delap to Nottingham Forest. Here we go. Fee around £45 million. The Premier League need to investigate Chelsea. Do you know what it is, though? It's not even that they need to investigate them. They're just smart with their signings, innit? Like, they will sign players for around 40, 50 million pounds, but they'll be on low wages. So they're easy to shift on. And remember, regardless of what we think about Liam Delap, yeah, I know he's had a bad season at Chelsea, but remember, he bagged like 13 goals for Ipswich. Do you know what I'm saying? So other Premier League clubs will be looking at that and saying, yeah. Do you know what I mean? So there is potential there for Delap. I don't think he's a bad player overnight. I just don't think he has what it takes to be at a big club. But at them lower teams, I won't be surprised if he can get you 10 goals in that. Do you know what I'm saying? Chelsea must have a thumb drive on every owner. The way they make profit is diabolical. Chelsea got the best in class. Jim promised us, and we got Wilcox running this. Facts. I wish we could get some bread back the way these man be doing it. Do you know what I'm saying? But let's do a tactical setup of how Baleba fits in. Big up, Red. I don't even. I follow you on both of my platforms, bro. But yeah, I don't even know your name. If I'm honest with you, I need to know your name, bro. And just know that you'll go by Red RDYT in it. But I need to know your name. Make sure you subscribe up to Red RDYT. Do you know what I'm saying? Large up, my guy. But yeah, let's do the tactical setup in it of how we think Manchester United are going to line up. Because I'm interested. You know what I'm saying? I'm interested. Then we're going to talk about the whole game, and then we're going to talk about the rest of the Premier League fixtures. Again, if you're in here, smash the like, subscribe to the channel. Do you know what I'm saying? I appreciate the support. You guys have been going crazy. I'm at 869 subscribers, so almost at the 1Ks. Do you get me? Remember, there's a giveaway at 1K. At 1K, there's a giveaway. There's a £50 voucher or a club shirt of whatever team you support in it. So that's what I'm doing for my 1K reveal. But yeah, I'm waffling. Let me get onto the lineup of how I think Carlos Baleba fits into Manchester United. It's Rory. That's it. Yeah. My bad, bro. Big up yourself, man. Make sure you subscribe to Rory's channel. You feel me? Chelsea pay high fees but low wages. That's why. Exactly. That's what I was referring to, Mark, bro. And this is why they can sell the players for what they want because they have them on high they have them on like contracts for like 6-7 years, but the wages will only be like 80k or 90k, and that's why they can sell on. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's one of those things, bro. What's your other channel? Seen you once with the other brother who reps Chelsea, didn't come up my YouTube after. So my other channel, for everyone that is interested, it is Motion with Sports. It's right here. I run panels weekly. We do rival fans. I run content with my guys. Hans, who is a Chelsea fan. We've been brothers since primary school. We went to the same primary school, innit? So if you're interested, please go over there and subscribe to these, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Motion with Sports, my second channel. Yeah, I'm waffling. Sorry, I got sidetracked. Sorry, my ADHD is just all over the place. Where am I going? I'm going to here. How Baleba fits into Manchester United. You get me? This is what I'm interested in right now. Let me just make myself a little piece bigger. Is it that one? There we go. All right, cool. So you see Baleba for me, yeah. It's interesting because he can play 6 or 8. Do you get what I'm saying? He can play either or. But I want to see Baleba. It might sound crazy. I want to see Baleba as an 8, guys. And I say this because I feel like our pressing structure at the moment is so bad. Do you get what I'm saying? It's so bad. And we have Tielemans, we have Santos, we have Kobe Mainoo who are so good in the first phase, and they're better than Baleba at the first phase. I think when we're in possession, that's when we go to our usual. I mean, when we're defending, obviously, that's when we'll go to our pressing side that we go like that. We go to a 4-4-2. Do you get what I'm saying? So I reckon Baleba will be like this and play as a pivot in when we're defending. But when we're attacking, I think it works like this, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? I think it works something similar to this. So it'll be like the 3 centre-backs, and then it'll be Baleba higher up, and then it'll be Kobe here. Do you get what I'm saying? Then the wing-backs here, not the wing-backs, the wingers there, and it'll be a bit like that. Do you get what I'm saying? That's how I think it's going to be in possession. So let me get the players anyway. So we got Lamens in goal, obviously. Lamens in goal. Centre-backs, which is a problem. I'm going to speak about our transfer window and who we need as well, is Maguire. Probably Lissandro Martinez will come back in after the performance from Aiden Heaven. This will be Luke Shaw. Hopefully it is Bolde. Do you get what I'm saying? Or another left back. I don't think it'll be Lewis Hall. I really want Lewis Hall, but I don't think we're going to get that. I need to make this a bit smaller if I'm actually honest with you. There we go. Right back will be Dalot. I don't want to see Mazzari and Dalot, Mazzari and Shaw playing at the same time, if I'm honest with you. Do you know what I'm saying? I just don't think it makes a lot of sense, bro. Centre midfield right here, we're going to have Kobe Mainoo. I think he's still by far Man United's best midfielder. We struggle to keep the ball. We struggle to play a brand of football without Kobe Mainoo. Do you know what I'm saying? There's no coincidence that when he's not in the team, I think it was the Leeds game, it was this game, we just look worse and we've lost games. With him in the lineup under Michael Carrick, our win percentage is crazy. Do you know what I'm saying? He's the mainstay in this team for me, regardless. Then I'm going to have Baleba, yeah? This is whilst we're attacking, by the way. I'll show you like just the normal setup. Because I believe, like, you see Kobe Mainoo, yeah? Kobe Mainoo is a much better first phase player than Baleba. Do you get what I'm saying? But I feel like if Kobe Mainoo can get the ball from here and then pass it into Baleba and then allow Baleba to do those crazy runs that he does, you know what I'm saying? But Baleba also has the ability to play in here as well as the number 6. Do you know what I'm saying? In terms of especially off ball when he's cleaning up and stopping those gaps and limiting them transitions in midfield that we see constantly under Man United. But Baleba, you see, instead of him progressing the ball with passes, he likes to pick up the ball from here and then just bomb forward. Do you get what I'm saying? But because Mainoo is a better first phase player, I'd have Mainoo there. Then I'd have Bruno here. And then I'll have Cunha here. Because I don't want to see Cunha up front again. And I don't want to see Dorgu at left wing again, broski. Do you know what I'm saying? If I see Dorgu at left wing again, especially against a team where we're going to have way more possession, I'm going to look at Michael Carrick funny. Because you should know that Dorgu cannot perform against these smaller clubs, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? When there's less space to exploit, Dorgu doesn't need to be playing as a left winger. When we're playing the bigger teams like Arsenal, like Chelsea, like Liverpool, like Man City, I understand Dorgu at left wing. Other than that, I don't want to see Donny. I'm going to be so real. Unless he's not playing here as a left back and he's overlapping Cunha, because I think one of our biggest issues, guys, yeah, is the fact that we don't have overlaps and when we're playing on deep blocks. I saw it. Luke Shaw began to do it when Marcus Rashford came on, but we need this. Do you get this? Like, we need that. Like, it just creates an overload. It creates space. It creates a chance to get goals. We really need our fullbacks overlapping. When you're getting no production from your fullbacks, it don't make any sense. We're easy to play against. Then I'd have Mbeumo here because Ahmad is injured. And then I'd have Sesko here. I think Sesko, yeah. I think Mbeumo will start as the number 9 on the weekend because Sesko is lacking a pre-season, yeah. But for me personally, he needs to be in the team ASAP. ASAP Rocky. Cunha and Mbeumo both played with a target man. Tony, Strand Larson. Do you know what I'm saying? And you see the way they cooked up. We need Sesko in this lineup firing, bro. He's our best striker by miles. And I think he has all the potential to be a top striker. Do you know what I'm saying? But this is how it will look, obviously, when we're just as a flat and we're defending. It'll be like that. Do you get it? And then Fernandez will go there and Sesko will go there. But for me personally, this team, like, we're lacking centre-backs and we're lacking a left-back, innit? I think our senior centre-backs in Martinez and Maguire, they're just not reliable enough. De Ligt's got back issues. And even Martinez and Maguire, when they are fit, they have their deficiencies. We can't play a high line now. Look at Arsenal. I look at PSG. I look at Bayern Munich with their physical defenders. Do you know what I'm saying? You can leave Upamecano one-on-one. You can leave Van Dijk one-on-one. You can leave Saliba one-on-one. You can leave Gabriel one-on-one. Do you know what I'm saying? You can't leave these man one-on-one. If you buck these man on the mains, it's peak. Do you get what I'm saying? Let me just get on to the some of the comments. We need to scrap the number 10 and play 4-3-3. Bro, I'm so with you. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm so with you. I'm tired of this 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1 formation, if I'm honest with you. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like Bruno has the capabilities of playing in a flat 3 anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? And not only that, if Bruno is not performing, guys, Carrick must take Bruno off. He must take him off. There's no point of signing 3 midfielders, yeah? We even got Santos and Tielemans in this lineup. Sometimes I want to see this. Do you get it? I want to see this, bro. This is what I want to see. Something like this. And then we can even have Bruno on the wing, bro, and playing as an inverted. Do you know what I'm saying? Inside, in the pockets. I want to see it, bro. There's certain games calls for different profiles. When we go away in the Champions League or away at City, we need extra bodies in midfield. Do you know what I mean? So I completely hear you, bro. I'm getting tired of that. We only play one single way. 4-2-3-1. We must play over 10. Nah, bro, less of that. Let's have some tactical flexibility, please. My Slovenian Giant starts at ST. Baleba is better than as an 8 anyway. I hear you. Baleba's a box-to-box. Santos can stay deep for build-up. This is what I'm saying. So, me personally, I just think Carrick wants multifunctional midfielders, innit? Sometimes Baleba can be the 6. Sometimes Kobe can be the 6. Sometimes Tielemans can be the 6. Sometimes Baleba can be the 6. But they still have the multifunctional role. Do you know what I'm saying? They don't have to be set positions. And I think that's what Carrick kind of wants. I'll go with Kobe and Baleba, who can pick their moments and progress while the other sits. But Baleba's sitting fixes more of our problems. He's got the pace to cut the counters. Yeah, I agree. And that's why I was referring to you. I think it can be a case of just having hybrids. Do you know what I'm saying? It don't have to be one particular role. I think they can both do a bit of both, if I'm honest with you. And they got the quality to do so. Big up Sing every single time. I hope you're well, my family. Guys, I know you guys hate that lot, yeah, but it's just a fact, my guys. It's a fact that when he's in the squad, we perform better under Michael Carrick anyway. And I think he offers a lot more going forward than Mazzari does. Do you know what I'm saying? If we had a flying left back, don't get me wrong, then I'm happy with Mazzari to be in there. But Mazzari don't offer us nothing going forward. And Dalot does, at least. Do you know what I'm saying? I know he's a bozo, but I can give him that at least. Do you know what I'm saying? Dalot in big 2027. He is now the vice captain. Strap up, guys. He's near for the next 3 to 5 years. By the way, the fullbacks are up the pitch and the 6 drop back. Yeah, correct. That's actually correct. Thanks for correcting me, by the way. So it'll be something like, whoa, where's Shaw going? So who said that? Let me just double check. That was is it Zeke or Zeki? He said this is how it should be, and he's correct. So Cunha will be like this, Shaw will be like this, Mainu or Baleba will be here, Tielemans will be here. Do you know what I'm saying? And Mbeumo will be here, Dalot will be here, and then Baleba drops in like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Or Kobe drops in like that, and he'll be the one dictating. Do you know what I'm saying? So you kind of have it like that. It's like a 3-2-5 type formation. Do you know what I mean? Mainly's not going to be the centre back, guys. He's just the guy that will drop in. Do you know what I'm saying? And dictate. It could be either of them. I haven't got Bruno in the lineup by now, but you know what I'm saying, innit? It's going to look something like that. So, yeah, I'm happy with it. I disagree because Baleba carries from deep and he's got the switch as well. And Kobe kind of struggles with that. I hear you. I think it's a good selection, a problem to have. Do you know what I'm saying? I think either whoever plays the 6 or the 8, I think at times it's just going to be whoever. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I've alluded to earlier on. I would play Fernandes as a striker. I can't lie, he has no control. Fernandes false 9, I've seen it in the FA Cup final. It can work. It can work. My problem is that I don't want too many people moving around because we really need a focal point. In the whole game, we lacked a focal point. I'm going to get onto the whole game after that. I just quickly go through these comments. Sesko needs to... I need him to play, develop chemistry. Only the one he links with is Bruno currently. Rashford has putting them crosses in as well, so Barca, he might work. Yeah, that's true. I think Rashford looked really sharp, if I'm honest with you. Hopefully he doesn't revert to cut in and boom. De Ligt should be back soon. We really need a new defense. Like we really need a right back, centre back. Obviously not this summer. I agree. Bruno needs to understand when to slow things down. He did better last season, but against Hull, back to the stupid stuff. Yeah, and I think that's my largest issue with Bruno. It's like, bro, you showed me you can play in control. Do you know what I'm saying? So don't introduce me to a vibe you cannot maintain. I'm not trying to see that grenade launcher stuff that I saw against Hull. I'm going to be so honest with you. That was disgraceful. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we need a level of control in the game. We need to quiet down the crowd, and you're just bombing stuff. It doesn't need that. I think Baleba and Santos works perfectly. I'm happy whoever it is, honest with you, bro. I'm going to be real. I'm just happy that we've got options in there. We've gone from Casemiro and Kobe now to Kobe, Tielemans, Baleba and Santos. Is Zeke's, but it's okay, cool. No problem, my broski. Dalot is the profile we need. Dalot is the profile we need, defo, but we can get better. For the past couple of seasons, he hasn't been that good. Yeah, true. That's very true. I don't know why my stream looks so small. I can't even see right now. He was always that type of player. Who you referring to, bro? Who you referring to? And Mbeumo is better as a 9 rather than a winger. Do you know what it is? I think the way we're using him as a winger, that's the issue for me. Do you know what I'm saying? I think Mbeumo is not a touchline winger. He's an inside forward. He thrives in transition. He thrives being closer to the goal. And he also thrives on having a right back that can overlap to give him some space. So I think, as much as I agree with you, I think he looks good in the 9. And it was one of my issues with Carrick is that the fact that you've been playing him as a 9 all pre-season, throughout the pre-season, and then in the whole game you play him as a right winger. I know Ahmad was injured, but then you can play Lacey. Do you get what I'm saying? But yeah, let's touch on to the whole game anyway. Don't do that, Bruno. Yeah, I hear what you're saying about Bruno, bro. But like I've alluded to, under Amarin and also under Michael Carrick, he's been playing with a level of more control. If you don't think he's had, that's your opinion, fair enough. But I definitely think so. I've watched Bruno under Ten Hag, under Oli, and there was a lot more grenade launcher stuff. There was a lot more out of control stuff. Now I feel like he plays within that. Do you get what I'm saying? But I hear you. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. Where am I going? Let's talk about Hull, innit? The whole game for me was, I can't lie, it was disgraceful. It was so disgraceful. And I say this because, you know what? it was more so the fact that I felt like we were behind these performances, guys. Do you get what I'm saying? That performance reminded me of Ten Hag. That performance reminded me of Ruben Amorim. That performance reminded me of Louis Van Gaal. Louis Van Gaal, sorry. And you know what's the craziest thing is, yeah? I genuinely thought we left these performances behind us. I genuinely thought the players are serious. Do you know what I'm saying? To start a season like that with the start you get, I'm not saying this is an easy game because I know the script. You know what I'm saying? 12:30 kickoff on a Saturday, whole newly promoted side. I understand it. But bro, the way we started that game, it just don't make any single sense at all. We had Kobe Mainu, I'm not Kobe Mainu, we had Tielemans and Santos in there, and you're expecting them to have a level of control in the game. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm expecting Hull not to get the ball. And I know we had 70% possession or something like that, but it was meaningless. Do you know what I'm saying? You're going to have that amount of possession when Hull are up 1-0 already. So we was just having a lot of possession without purpose, and that was what my issue was. I didn't think we created a huge amount of chances also. Do you know what I'm saying? But one thing I ask for when, as a United player, is application, desire, and passion. Do you know what I'm saying? And we didn't have those three in abundance. Do you know what I'm saying? You can't expect to just turn up to any Premier League game and expect to just steamroll them. It don't work like that. Even if the team has just come up from the Championship. Do you get what I'm saying? And the complacency was just, that was my biggest issue. Again, I got to go to the lineup as well. I know Ahmad was injured, but having Mbeumo as a number 9, and then you had Cunha as an no, you had Mbeumo on the right, Cunha as a 9, you had Dorgu as a left winger, and you had Bruno. Already, that screams out to me that isn't going to work because Dorgu playing as a winger has to stop, especially against the smaller teams. I keep saying this, it can't work. Dorgu, when he has no space, is not effective at all. A winger's job is to get the ball, control it, and cross the ball, or get the ball, control it, and get your man. He wasn't doing either of those things. I would have made that substitution for Rashford at the 30th minute. Do you get what I'm saying? Dorgu should not be playing left wing unless it's against a top club, when he can help out defensively, where he can find some gaps, do you know what I'm saying, where there's space. Other than that, I don't want to see him. Then we had Mbeumo again, should be in the number 9 position for me. Lacey should have started. Cunha and Bruno have played about 60 minutes of pre-season. Why are they starting? Why are they starting? Do you know what I'm saying? And the intensity wasn't there. You could see it. And that's why ultimately we got mauled by the Tigers. Do you know what I'm saying? That's why everyone's doing all of this and this shit. So it's just one of those things. I think Carrick needs to profile the squad a lot better in the next game. I need to see changes to the lineup. I thought Heaven struggled as well. And I've been bigging up Heaven, and rightly so, because he's been doing his thing and he's been really, really good since he's getting into the first team. However, I'm looking at Maguire like, yo, go play left centre-back for 10 minutes. Go give Heaven a break from McBurney. Because this can happen. Do you know what I'm saying? These type of old-school, rough strikers that have Premier League experience, that know how to get the best of the younger players because they've got that experience. You know what I'm saying? They've played at this level before. That needs to happen. Maguire should go on McBurney for 10 minutes and show Heaven, how to deal with things. That's my whole thing. Do you know what I'm saying? We're lacking accountability in this squad. When we went down 1-0, yeah, the level of control again from Bruno, there's a lot of conversations right now surrounding Bruno, around culture cams and all of this. My whole thing is that you can't talk about Bruno after one game when last season every single United fans was gassing up the assist record, I get it. Bruno, when he's playing in that mood and he's playing like that and he's out of control and he's launching balls, he's probably the worst player I've seen, honestly. But I'm not going to hold that against him because Michael Carrick can make those substitutions. Do you know what I'm saying? Michael Carrick needs to grow a backbone and take Bruno Fernandes off. There's no need for Bruno Fernandes to start in this game. Lacey and Xerxes been starting all pre-season. So that's my biggest takeaways. I look at the set pieces. I look at our ability to control the game. I look at the fact that we couldn't quiet down the crowd. I don't want to see a repeat of this for the rest of the season. I maintain that Manchester United are going to finish third, 100%. But I honestly don't want to see performances like that. If we're going to give us performances like that, then wrap up the season, bro. I promise you. That shit was unacceptable. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you can lose games, but it's like the manner. It's how we lost. We weren't peppering off Hull's goal. Do you know what I'm saying? I reckon we could have been there for another 90 minutes, guys, and we wouldn't have scored a goal. So that was my biggest takeaway, and that was probably the biggest disappointment because as well, I think Hull conceded 66 goals last season. Do you know what I'm saying? I think that was like the 6th worst record or the worst record in the Championship. And the fact that we couldn't score a goal or lay a glove on them was very concerning. But I'm not going to overreact. Another takeaway from that whole game was the fact that Hull line up with a 3 at the back system. We saw it against Wrexham. We saw it against AC Milan. At the moment, the blueprint to beat United is not allow us to play through the middle and just let us go down the wings. Do you know what I'm saying? Because there's no production surrounding the wing. And then also that, it's like when we're defending, we play so narrow, it's like the wing backs have the whole space of the width. I don't understand it. It's like the left mid or the right mid need to go out to him or the left back needs to go out. But someone needs to commit. Because Manchester United, so many times, why do we allow oppositional attackers to just launch crosses into the box? We struggle with crosses constantly. We struggle. I think their left back, who was Giles or something, had around 7 crosses into the box, uncontested. Like, why are we allowing crosses into the box? We know that's their bread and butter. Do you know what I'm saying? Now, we have to improve on set pieces. We have to. Someone has to take commanding of that box. I saw Maguire doing up, tuggling with flipping our own player, Mazzari. Someone take responsibility and accountability, bro. Losing to set-piece goals, it ain't acceptable. It's part of football, guys. Do you know what I'm saying? It was a joke thing. Let me get to some of the comments anyway. Dalot is a solid 6 most games. Look at what Maz was doing for... look what Maz was doing for me. Maz is a CB. Yeah, Maz has looked better at CB for Manchester United at times. Do you know what I'm saying? But I don't think he's a CB. I just think certain games don't call for Maz, and that was one of them. When we're attacking, Maz should just be on the bench. When we're defending, that's all cool. When we got a flying fullback on the left-hand side, Maz can be in there. I don't have a problem with Maz, but yeah, it wasn't his greatest game at all. I'm hearing United want 30 Kadioglu. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know how true that is, but I wouldn't say no to that signing if I'm honest with you. I think he's a top player and he's overlapping. You know what I'm saying? He's inverted as well. He can get up and down. And yeah, I think he's a good signing, but I don't know. I probably want Balde and then I want Lewis Hall next season. So Balde on loan and then Lewis Hall next season. That would be ideal for me. You heard what the boy has said. Make sure you smash the likes and subs if you're new. Let me just check our like count really quickly. We're on 21 likes. Big up. If we can get to 25 likes before we leave this stream, that would be amazing. The player they like. It's a bit small for me, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I'm struggling to read right now. The player played like they didn't care. I'll be real. I know it's a tough game as they're gonna be up for it, but come on, man, it's Hull. Exactly, and that was my thing, bro. Because you can lose games. I understand you can lose games. Do you know what I'm saying? But the fact is, why are we having basketball games with Hull? Do you know what I'm saying? Why are you not up for it? You know what Hull are going to be on. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just not good enough. Man, I was saying mowed by the Tigers here. It was dark, bro. 30 is right-footed left back. Don't really want that. Need someone to overlap. I think he can still overlap, though. I've seen him for Brighton. Do you know what I'm saying? I've watched him at Old Trafford when we beat them 4-2, I believe. He can definitely do that. He's got a huge amount of energy. Baleba and Mainu would be cold. I agree. No shows. I'm tired of Bruno. If we got 140 million for Bruno, I would take it. We're not getting 140 million for Bruno. We had 140 million, 100 million chance last summer with Saudi. But yeah, that's not happening no more, bro. Do you know what I mean? The attack was poor. Yeah, the attack was awful, bro. The attack was absolutely awful. But then again, when you have Dorgu playing as a winger against a low block, you're in the recipe for disaster. You have Mbeumo as a touchline winger, recipe for disaster. You have Cunha and then Cunha and Bruno Fernandes both not giving us a focal point because they're taking up the same spaces. So this is why we struggled. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, I'm not doing another year of Bruno's foolishness, but you say this, Bruno got 21 assists last season. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm going to let him land because last season, his first assist didn't come to the 8th game. Then he went on a madness. Do you know what I'm saying? But he needs to rise up. And if he don't rise up, and he's not fit, put him on the bench. We got new 3 midfielders for a reason, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Euro right back. I need to see more of it. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think Euro's... It's a position he can play, and I'm not mad at it because I feel like it's important for young players to know different positions. You know what I'm saying? You see it with Konsa as well. in terms of what they got over there. You got Calafiori, you got Hincapié. Do you know what I'm saying? Just being able to play at multiple positions, it helps. It helps a lot. So I'm not mad at it. Maybe this season we do see some of it, but I want to see him back as a centre back. You know what I'm saying? I think this is a big season for Euro, and I would like to see him play against probably Hull, if I'm honest with you. Do you know what I'm saying? Not Hull, Ipswich. So we can play a higher line and a better brand of football. Ferdi Kaloroglu would be a good signing. We were linked to him when he was at Fenerbahce. Facts. 30 likes the aim. You know what I'm saying? My boy has spoken. So if you can get me 30 likes, that would be the best. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate that. What do you think of Sander Berge as the next midfielder? No, bro. Forget the Sander Berge thing. I think our midfielder is pretty set now. I watched Sander Berge against Chelsea. He was getting ran through. You know what I mean? I think Sander Berge is a good player, but I think that ship has sailed. I think if we wanted Sander Berge, that was either a last season thing or the season when we signed Ugarte. Do you know what I'm saying? Because we should never have signed Ugarte. Sander Berge should have been Ugarte. Do you know what I'm saying? 20 assists in a lot of meaningless games. When he will show up, when we get something to play for. I think that's very disingenuous because we had Champions League football to play for. Do you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't meaningless games. Let's be real. But that's the thing, shows. Just wishful thinking. Do you really think Carrick is going to drop Bruno and has the power to do so at this club? Well, I think he does. I think he has the power to do so, but I'm not sure if he has the balls to do it. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's where we need to see whether Carrick is the man for Man United. Because I've seen Sir Alex Ferguson take off Rooney. I've seen Sir Alex Ferguson take off Ronaldo. No one is immune to substitutions. Do you get what I'm saying? Especially when you're playing bad. So, forget it, captain of not. Sometimes Bruno needs to take a role on the bench. It's simple as that. Simple as that. If you're not performing, get to the bench. If you want to play a 4-3-3 and you don't want to play as a winger and playing in the inside forward position and in the pockets or a false nine, then firm it. If you can't play in a flat 4-3-3, then come off. It's simple as that. Carrick has to make these decisions. This is why he's hired, right? Two disgraceful I can't even speak. 2 disgraceful Europa League finals from him as well. I agree. The problem is our mentality is weak. They will turn up against Ipswich and then against Everton, it's going to be shit. And this is my thing. I need to see a level of consistency, man. I have to. I really got to see that level of consistency from Manchester United because I promise you, bro, we haven't had back-to-back finishes since Oli. Do you get what I'm saying? And this is why when people are telling me like, oh, shows, why you got no chest on panels? Why are you saying Manchester United are going to finish 3rd or 4th? Do you know what I'm saying? Why are you saying we're not going to win the Premier League? And this is why, bro, because I still have PTSD. I still know the players are capable of performances like this. Do you get what I'm saying? Is Tyler Fletcher ready to step up if there's an injury crisis in midfield? Nah, I don't think so, bro. I don't think so at all. Do you know what I'm saying? We just signed that Colombian Oscoro or something as well. Maybe he's the next one up. Sekou Kone is on loan too. Maybe he does his thing at Luzuan Sports or something like that, and he comes back and then he can prove us. Do you know what I'm saying? One more year under experience under his belt. Do you know what I'm saying? Hopefully he develops over there. But I don't think Tyler Fletcher is ready, if I'm honest with you. I don't think we'll have an injury crisis as well. Bruno needs to stay. Bruno needs to prove his brand could be winning football at this point. He's basically the Houston James Harden. And what did Kobe say? That's a good point. I'm a basketball fan as well, so yeah, I'm expecting Bruno to step up. Honestly, he's got no excuses now. This is a proper midfield behind him. Do you know what I'm saying? Before he's had Fred, he's had McTominay. I think the last good midfield he had was Pogba and Herrera. But this is a good midfield behind him now. Do you know what I'm saying? So he's got no excuses at all. Yeah, at that time he was world class and Fergie was the Don. According to this club, Bruno carries us apparently. I think it's a bit of both. Do you know what I'm saying? Bruno carries us that time, but sometimes we carry Bruno. So it works both ways. It's a team sport for a reason. Big up, Kevin. I hope you're blessed. But yeah, let's talk about the rest of the results, man. I've spoken enough about United. Do you know what I'm saying? I think we will respond against Ipswich Town. I'm expecting a massive goal fest, if I'm honest with you. I know they beat Sunderland, but I don't care. We deserve a performance as United fans. Do you know what I'm saying? United players, Michael Carrick, owe us performances and they owe us goals. Do you know what I mean? I ain't trying to see those performances again for the rest of the season. I promise you. Because if it is, wrap it up. Wrap it up from now. Last comment, then I'm going to get to the rest of the fixtures. Hopefully Joshua Zirkzee will stay. I don't want him to stay. And I say this because I think Joshua Zirkzee is a quality footballer, guys, yeah? But my whole thing is Carrick is clearly not utilising him. So if he's not going to use him and utilise him to his strengths, what's the point of keeping him at this club? Go and sell him and go and get a replacement. Simple as that. Someone that you're actually going to use. I think Joshua Zirkzee has a purpose and a role in this squad, but Michael Carrick thinks otherwise. I'm not the manager. So if you're going to get 30 million, 40 million for Zirkzee, and then you bring in a replacement, I'm not mad at it, personally. But yeah, let's talk about the rest of the fixtures. We're going to talk about the Premier League, the other Premier League games, just because I want to talk about other teams. I don't want to just talk about Manchester United on this channel, innit? I'm just trying to get the results. How do I get the results up? Premier League round 1. Fixtures, results. Where is it? Overview, table, fixtures. There we go. Sorry about that. So let me remove and add right here. Let me go like that. Is it like that? There we go. So yeah, let's talk about Arsenal first, innit? Arsenal versus Coventry. They started off the season on Friday, and I'm not gonna lie, this is why I thought we was also gonna beat the brakes off Hull. Do you know what I'm saying? I know it's a different game, Arsenal at home, but they looked pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like a lot of people, and myself included, last season, I really was getting onto them about their brand of football. Do you know what I'm saying? I thought it was disgusting last season, especially with like the emphasis on set pieces, because I remember, I'm old enough to remember when Stoke used to do it to Arsenal, they used to hate it. Do you know what I'm saying? They kind of become the club that they hated. But it got them a Premier League trophy. And I said also, if they win playing like this and it gets them a Premier League trophy, who cares? Do you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes winning at all costs means more. And it definitely does for Arsenal. Do you know what I'm saying? Their first title in 20 years or something like that. Now you can see the chest that they're coming with. I think Havertz is a better striker than Gyökeres. Do you know what I'm saying? I think Gyökeres may be moved on between now and the end of the transfer window. I think Miles Lewis-Skelly, who I know was linked with United, is a top player in there. Do you know what I'm saying? I think they got huge depth with Miles Lewis-Skelly, Bruno Guimaraes, Declan Rice. Declan Rice was doing what he's doing, driving with the ball. Do you know what I'm saying? I think their new signing, Zolis, got 2 assists or was involved in pretty much every goal. Do you know what I'm saying? I think he looks really, really good, if I'm honest with you. I like the fact that everything he does is with intent. Do you get what I'm saying? I know they probably need a left winger now as well. They wanted Vinny Jr. Martinelli is probably on his way out. But yeah, Zolis look really, really good, man. I'm not going to lie. The 2 games I've watched him in, the City game and also now the Coventry game, I just like a winger that just, every time he gets the ball, he needs to make things happen. And that's what Zolis does. And he does it with quality. You know, so many wingers now we see nowadays, yeah? It's like we see them go down the byline, not get their head up, and that's that. You know what I'm saying? Just pass it straight into or cross it straight into the defender. Zolis looks like he's got that bit of extra quality. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Arsenal handled their business. I was keeping a look on this player here, Urenki. Do you know what I'm saying? Caleb Urenki, if I've pronounced that wrong, because I think he had a good World Cup. And one of my brothers who are from Ghana was telling me as well that he's a good player as well. But yeah, Arsenal made light work of them. I think Odegaard as well, he looked really good, man. He looked like he was carrying on the form that we saw at the World Cup. Do you know what I'm saying? Just constantly recycling things. He got a bit lucky with his goal. The keeper for Coventry was horrendous. But yeah, Arsenal looked solid, man. And I think this is why they're out and out favourites for the Premier League. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think anyone is looking past Arsenal, if I'm honest with you. Then we've already spoke about Hull and Manchester United. Pagans, man. Is what it is. We're going to talk about Everton versus Crystal Palace. Everton, I don't know. Crystal Palace are kind of cooked, innit? They're kind of cooked, man. I don't know what's going on. I don't really think they're going to have a good season losing Glasner. Barry and Drewsbury Hall got on the score sheet. I thought Njai had a good game as well. I'm not going to really touch too much on Everton because who cares? Ipswich versus Sunderland. Again, Ipswich getting their first win, being promoted back into the Premier League. Late minute goal from Clark. Angulo, who we saw at the World Cup, done his thing also. Leeds versus Nottingham Forest. I think Leeds, I hate Leeds, you know what I'm saying? The rivalry's there with Manchester United, but I think they're going to have a good season. I'm a bit surprised because I think Nottingham Forest are also going to have a good season as well. I like what they've done with their signings, and I like that they brought in Oliver Glasner. I think it fits their mold and what they're trying to do over there to a T. But they lost Anton Stark with a great free kick. I think he's a top player as well, a good midfielder that we could have probably signed last summer. Spurs in the mud. We're going to get onto Spurs. Call up Mendes and tell him to bring him by with Balde and forget the 9. Sesko and Burma are good 9 options. I hear you. I'm not mad at that. Midfield was very unbalanced. That's very true. Past 2 games, surprisingly, Arsenal played very well. That is also correct. And Zolis looks like a problem. And yeah, I agree, Mark, bro. Like he looks really, really good. Do you know what I'm saying? If I'm honest with you, we are at 26 likes, so we have reached our like total. I really appreciate that. If we can get to 30, do you know what I'm saying? 4 more likes, guys, then we'll get to 30 and I'll reach my goal. Do you know what I'm saying? But big up every single one of you as well. Let's keep going through the rest of the fixtures. We had Brentford versus Tottenham. I ain't gonna lie, this was nice to see because obviously Manchester United have lost, and then I was expecting Tottenham to go do their thing. But then I looked at their lineup, innit? We did a lineup on how they're going to line up on my second channel, Motion with Sports. The fact that they have Mickey Moore, Tell, and Richarlison still after spending all that money on their midfield, it's not looking good. Their defense was terrible. Do you know what I'm saying? And this was meant to be a strong point for them. I know they're missing Van der Ven, but Van Heck looked very shaky. Senesi looked shaky as well, and Robertson looked very shaky too. But I think Spurs will improve. They obviously signed Savio now, and they got Marmoush as well. So that would be good signings for them. I don't think it's gonna get them like, I don't know, top 4 or anything, but definitely gonna be an upgrade on what they have. Thiago the Pagan missed a penalty. Sangare again. I think this is that we kind of missed a beat on this guy. Do you know what I'm saying? I think we possibly could have got him instead of Santos, and I don't think Santos is a bad player. I just think in terms of profiles, do you know what I'm saying? I worry when Baleba's not in the team or injured, who's the guy that's going to be there with legs? Do you get what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things. Sangare looks like a real top player. I am happy with Santos, by the way. I'm just saying, guys. Do you know what I'm saying? Yannaut managed to score as well, and Coyote scored. Do you know what I'm saying? But Brentford looked really good, man. Keith Andrews, do you know what I'm saying? Looks like he's a top manager, and he's carrying on his momentum from last season. Then we have Brighton versus Aston Villa. This was very, very... this was a good moment for me, should I say, because obviously JM, my guy, do you know what I'm saying? He's a Villa fan. He's always talking up the Villa. Big up to him. Yeah, that man got touched, didn't it? That man got touched. We got touched 2-0 against Hull, so I needed other rivals, or not rivals, or just guys that are competing for the top 4 positions to get touched as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Lindelof, former player, scored an own goal. The Cooper, who I have in my FPO. Guys, do you like FPO? Let me know. Let me know if you like FPO. Hinshelwood as well, getting a brace. He plays number 10 for them, man, now, which is crazy. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Aston Villa in trouble. They need signings rapid. I think they're going to get Nicholas Jackson. I think they in talks for Leao as well, so that will improve them. But then even João Gomez, probably the worst debut of all time. Do you know what I'm saying? Their backline still stinks. Matty Cash, Lindelof, Torres, Maddison, and you have McGinn as a right mid, who his best position is in the center of the park, innit? So I don't know what Aston Villa are doing over there. Man City, very, very lucky. I thought Bournemouth showed a good account of themselves. Do you know what I'm saying? Let me just get to some of the comments. I think Spurs will do better with Mamouche and Savio. Facts. Sangare is a baller, most definitely. Villa slapped up. I was shocked. I was shocked as well. Oh, I wasn't shocked because when I looked at the lineup, if I'm honest with you, I was just like, yeah, they're probably gonna lose this game, but I didn't think they was gonna get slapped. I play FPL. I didn't do good. I only got 60 points. I got 82 points, you know. I used my bench boost and I had the Cooper on the bench, so it bust me. But yeah, if you want to see some FPL content, I might tap into some FPL content. Maybe a quick video here and there. Do you know what I'm saying? Let me know though, guys. Yeah, back to Man City. Man City versus Bournemouth. I think Bournemouth showed a good account of themselves up until like the 70th minute. I think when the subs came on, yeah, the 75th minute. When the subs came on, this is where the momentum switched. Do you know what I'm saying? I know City did their thing kind of early on in the game. They had a few chances with Foden, Haaland, blah, blah, blah. Evan Nilsson got the assist, Tavernier. But I think Bournemouth are going to have a good season. I think Marco Rose plays a similar brand of football to Iriola. Do you get what I'm saying? I was just very disappointed that they dropped off, and ultimately Gay, which was a surprise, playing at the number 6 role. Anderson debut, obviously, he had a pretty average game, do you know what I'm saying, for his standards as well. Wasn't really good. Guavidó was clutch in the last minute. But Turkey, man, Turkey, £30 million, come off the bench, 30 minutes to go, and he just does what he needs to do, grabbing 2 assists, you know what I'm saying? One from a corner and then one real thread of the needle pass to Guavidó, man. So for me, City are not going to be the same City of old, you know what I'm saying? I know they want, they're getting Bawadi and they're going to get Enzo Fernandez, but it's not Rodri, it's not Pep Guardiola, it's not Bernardo Silva, it's not KDB. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm expecting them to drop off this season too. And again, this is why I feel like Arsenal have just this title in the bag, if I'm honest with you. But yeah, good result for them Pagans on the blue side over there. I really, really wished that the subs came a bit later, because I think it was this guy, Alex Toff. Alex Toff pretty much sold the game for me. Do you know what I'm saying? He just kept getting the ball and making wrong decisions constantly. And City grew some momentum, and that was that. But yeah, 2-1 City. This game was a sick game, you know. This was probably the game for me of the weekend. Newcastle United versus Liverpool. I can't lie, I thought Newcastle will drop off horrifically this season, and I still think they're going to. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like this was their first game at home, and they needed to show the fans at St. James's Park that even though that the players have gone in, Bruno Guimaraes, Tonali, Anthony Gordon, that we still got something. And then he did. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, I don't know how to pronounce the new manager's name, but he set them up really well. I felt like Liverpool are very vulnerable. Do you know what I'm saying? Van Dijk and Jacquet, they have... The thing with Konate, the reason why Konate was good for me and really why he complimented Van Dijk is because Konate was the aggressor for me. With Jacquet, yeah, as of now, when I've watched him, he's not really that aggressive. Do you know what I'm saying? He likes to do the Van Dijk jockey thing as well. And that's why one of the goals came. The first goal came from the both of them, actually. The first goal came from, I believe it was Visa, who laid it onto Asula, probably. Asula, sorry. He's dribbling with the ball, and Jacquet and Van Dijk are just backing off. Asula releases Alanga. When you release Alanga, yeah, and it's a one-on-one race, yeah, he's got the meat, you know what I'm saying? He's leaving man in the dust. I don't know who it was. I think it was Kirkes who tried to catch him, but Kirkes got left, and that was 1-0. Gakpo scores again. Do you know what I'm saying? I think it's going to be interesting to see whether he stays at Liverpool. And then Visa, what a performance from Visa in the number 10 role. Do you know what I'm saying? He was unbelievable. Like, constantly relieving pressure, playing in between the lines, you know what I'm saying, driving the ball forward, got a great assist, runs the length of the pitch. Again, Jacquet, Van Dijk, Frimpong, all backing up, plays in Willock, and what a finish, if I'm honest with you. And then Lewis Hall, who is a dream signing for Manchester United. Do you know what I'm saying? Absolute dream signing for Manchester United, but I don't think it's going to happen. He obviously gave away a penalty, and then Szoboszlai buried it with a great penalty in it. And I ain't gonna lie, man, this pissed me off because I wanted Liverpool to lose so badly. Do you know what I'm saying? But Liverpool have issues, man. Their line up at the back. Do you know what I'm saying? Frimpong isn't the greatest. I think you can get at him. I think you can get at Kirkes as well. Van Dijk is getting older. Jacquet, he's got huge potential, but he's young. Gravenberch and Szoboszlai doesn't work. I think Szoboszlai is so... I think he's a good player, but he's overrated. Do you know what I'm saying? I watched him in this pivot. He did absolutely nothing in this pivot. Do you know what I'm saying? In this game here. He's not the greatest tackler. I think Wirtz... Boy, I don't know what's going on with Wirtz. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think he has the physicality for what it takes in the Premier League. Do you know what I'm saying? That's my personal opinion as of now. I think he's a great footballer. And I think if he went back to the Bundesliga or to a slower league, he does what he needs to do. But with this league where there's less space and there's just pure physical monsters, this is why I feel Wirtz is struggling. Isak definitely needs to do more as well. Do you know what I'm saying? He looked miles off it. And again, I feel like if you're a striker, yeah, take the penalty, bro. How are you not taking that penalty? Isak is known for taking penalties. How the hell do you allow Szoboszlai to take that penalty, bro? With all the Newcastle fans have been saying to you, booing you, and you still want to take that penalty? yeah, man. It looked like, for me, it looked like a moment where Isaac kind of bottled it. Do you know what I'm saying? I know Saboz's like back, but it is what it is. Again, we're on 27 likes. If we can get to 30 likes before we get out here, I'll really appreciate it. Shells, what do you think our best midfielder is? Our best midfield is Bruno, Kobe, and Baleba. Turkey has to start most of the games. He's the creatives in their team. I agree. I think Turkey has to play over Foden anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know what's happened to Phil Foden. We said midfield was a different man, that fast feet and strong. Facts. Chelsea be cooking still. We're going to touch on Chelsea. Do you know what I'm saying? Big up Yassar every single time. Make sure you subscribe to Yassar. Do you know what I'm saying? As long as Verts is shit, enjoy it. Because when he switches up, it might be peak fast rivals. Yeah, but this is what I'm saying, yeah? Saying I don't know if he can get to that level. I really don't know if he can get to that level in the Premier League. Do you know what I'm saying? Until he does, then I'm going to keep getting onto him because, brother, best believe if this was a Manchester United player that was bought in for 116 million, the media will have a whole different ring to it. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things. Verts has got to hold that. He's definitely got to do better. And then the last game of the Premier League game week 1 was Chelsea versus Fulham. And I'm not going to lie, yeah, that front three from Chelsea is cooking. It's cooking, I can't lie. João Pedro, Cole Palmer, and Rodgers. It looks good. It looks good. And I was saying this on Rival Brothers podcast on my second channel with Motion with Sports, yeah, that I do with Hans, that João Pedro is probably the second best striker in the league. I think there were so many question marks surrounding whether he could be an out-and-out number 9 when he came to Chelsea, yeah. But, bro, he has proved that to a T. And this guy bags all types of goals, do you know what I'm saying? The good finishes, do you know what I'm saying? I've seen him score overhead kicks. His link-up play is second to none. He's just a top footballer. And Cole Palmer, I'm not going to lie. Cole Palmer, yeah, when he's playing like that, it looks like being left at the World Cup was everything that he needed. Do you get what I'm saying? Because he's really got that fireworks in him now. Do you know what I'm saying? That fire in his belly. Do you know what I'm saying? When I was watching him yesterday, he was moving so warm. I saw him glide past multiple players. And that's the type of Cole Palmer I saw in his first season for Chelsea. Do you know what I'm saying? So I feel like being left out of the World Cup squad and then having those injury worries behind him, you're going to see a different Cole Palmer this season. And probably that I need to draft in my FPL ASAP Rocky. Do you know what I'm saying? I think João Pedro scoring so early kind of set the tone for the game as well. I think that gave Chelsea that cushion and confidence they needed. Do you get what I'm saying? I think if Fulham get the first goal, it's a different game because Fulham showed a great account of themselves too. Do you know what I'm saying? Rodgers gets a debut goal. Shout out to Rodgers. Do you know what I mean? I think it's going to be a good signing for them. I still think it's a whole leap of money. But again, this front three looks mad, bro. I can't lie. I can't even hate. Reece James and Lavia in midfield look crazy to me. Hato, Gusto, Achimpong, Lacroix, and Colwell. The one thing I'll say about Chelsea, yeah, they look really, really bad defensively. Do you know what I'm saying? I know Lacroix he had a pretty good game, but Colwell, you can still get at him for me. Fofana plays over Achimpong usually as well, and you can get at Fofana. I think Achimpong's a top young talent that can be a really, really good centre-back, but again, you can get at him as well. Do you know what I'm saying? So Chelsea need probably another centre-back, but they look good. I'm not going to lie. And I think what's going to save Chelsea this season is their attack. Do you know what I'm saying? I think they're going to score a lot of goals and outscore a lot of teams. I was impressed by Fulham, though. A lot of people's favourite in this fan base, Sander Berg, he had a terrible game, if I'm honest with you. He was completely outmatched in the midfield. King looked really good, do you know what I'm saying? Hopefully he can continue in the vein of form that he was in last season. And this guy here, Garcia, do you know what I'm saying? I think Garcia showed a great account of himself. He's very, very small, but he's small in frame, but he's quite physical. Do you know what I'm saying? He had good hold-up play. He scored a good goal as well. And I think this might be a good signing for Fulham. Do you know what I'm saying? He's been doing it for Real Madrid when he was a backup striker and he had to play certain games. You could see he scored goal. He's got an eye for goal. And you saw it in this game today. But yeah, shout out Arbeloa. I think they showed a good account of themselves. It's just a shame that they conceded in the first minute. Do you know what I'm saying? How did they play, shows? I didn't watch it. Yeah, I think Chelsea played a good brand of football, didn't it? Especially when they were attacking. I think they pressed well. Cole Palmer was warm. João Pedro looks really good. if I'm honest with you, and he's continuing the vein of form that he did last season. Rodgers didn't have his best game, but he affected when he needed to and scored a goal. I still think this ain't Chelsea's best lineup as well. They didn't have Caicedo, so you got to take that into consideration. They still going to sign another midfielder if Enzo leaves. Do you get what I'm saying? So Chelsea look good, and I understand why people have them so high. But at the same time, they have their fragilities. Do you know what I'm saying? They have their deficiencies. You can get at Chelsea. On another game, I keep saying this, if Fulham scored the first goal, we'll be having a different conversation. Do you know what I'm saying? But Lacroix looked really, really solid. Do you know what I'm saying? Prince says Isak is second best striker, surely. I think João Pedro has lapped Isak as of now. Do you know what I'm saying? Until Isak starts bagging for Liverpool, I think he's got 3 goals in 17 Premier League games for Liverpool. That don't scream second best striker to me. Do you know what I'm saying? Yes, if we go off his works at Newcastle, 100%. 100. But if we're talking about his works as of now, then no, definitely not. So that's my whole thing with Isak. Big shout out to Lacroix, most definitely, broski. He had a good game. And yeah, defense is going to be they can leak goals at the back. Definitely, but then many teams can leak goals at the back, and so can us. Do you know what I'm saying? With our centre-back partnership and left-back situation. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much the live today. We are on 27 likes. Can we get to 30 likes before I get out of here? Let me know any comments you want to see. Any comments. In the comments, let me know any questions you have for me before we get out of here. We're going to do 5 more minutes of just a couple questions, and then I'm going to get out of here and go eat some food, innit? Get me, man. It's starving. But it's been a sick live, man. Honestly, I really appreciate all the support. Again, road to 1K. Do you get me? When we do get 1K subscribers, I'll be doing a giveaway. I keep saying this. It'll be a £50 voucher or a club jersey of your choice. Whether you support Man United, you support Chelsea, you support Arsenal, I'll provide that. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate the support. I think we got, let me see. Let's see. I think we got 4 subs from this, so I really appreciate it. Do you know what I'm saying? With Caicedo back and Palestra back, it will cook. But the title challenge, you need to go and get a midfielder to replace Enzo and a goalkeeper. Yeah, Sanchez is terrible, man. I know. What do you call it? I know. Xabi Alonso has said Sanchez is the guy to take you guys forward. Do you know what I'm saying? He is your number 1. I know you got Penders in there, but I don't know. Maybe you got dip into the market and get Emi Martinez. Do you know what I'm saying? But I think you all have a good season. I've tipped you guys to finish in the top 4. I'm just not as high as high on you as everyone else. I don't have you at second place. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Chelsea will get top 4 this season. Maybe one more CB. Yeah, I think so too. I definitely think so, man. Again, hit the likes. Do you know what I'm saying? It's your boy, Match Day Shows or Shows. Do you know what I'm saying? Make sure you subscribe to my second channel here. I'm just going to leave it quickly just right here. So, Motion with Sports, go over there and big up every single one of you. I'm just going to give some shout outs quickly through the comments now. Large up Justin. Do you know what I'm saying? Large up A1. Large up Hayes. Do you know what I mean? Large up Motion with Sports. Again, that's my second account. Large up A1. I just said that. Large up Billy. Do you know what I'm saying? Big up to yourself, Billy. Big up to yourself, RB, every single time. Big up Justin. Big up Rory. Big up, I think it was Zeki or Zeke, one of them. Let me just double check. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that again, bro. Big up Singh. Do you know what I'm saying? And have I missed anyone else? Big up Simi. Do you know what I'm saying? Kells too. Big up yourself every single time. Big up Young442. Big up Mark Andrews as well. And I think that's it. Big up Kevin. Yeah. Last one as well. Lycons. Big up Lycons too. Zeeks. That's it. Zeeks. I'm sorry, my broski. I'm sorry. Big up everyone. I'm out. It's your boy Match Day Shows or Shows. It's been a good live. I've been here for an hour talking all things Man United, all things Premier League. I'm going to be doing these things consistently. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I like to talk about other clubs, not just Manchester United, especially when we just get packed off. Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, large up every single one up. Large up the subscribers. Appreciate all the support. It's your boy Match Day Shows or Shows, either or. And I'll see you guys in the next stream or video. Big peace, man. Love, 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 love.